Hi first graders, the first thing we're going to talk about today is contractions. And contractions are where we take two words and we usually squeeze a letter out and we make a shorter word. We've practiced this before, so let's go ahead and review some words, and there's probably a few on here that are new to you. All right, the first one is, you can read with me, he plus is equals he's. We squeeze the I out on is and added an apostrophe instead to make the word he's. The next one is it plus is equals its. We squeeze the I out on is again and make its. Next one, that plus is equals that's. We often say that's cool instead of that is cool. This is the way we speak. So sometimes that's going to be the way we write, and that's going to be how you read in books. Instead of that is, it'll say that's. So on that's, again, we squeeze the I out on is, add an apostrophe, and make that's. Next we have they plus have, which becomes they've. This time we squeeze out the H and the A on have, and just have the VE. So we have they apostrophe VE for they've. Next we have we plus have, and it makes we've. We've been really good today. So we squeeze out the H and A on have again, and have the apostrophe VE to make we've. Next we have they plus are, which equals they're. They are going to come over for dinner. It's like they are, but we say they're. So we squeeze out the A on are and add an apostrophe to make they're. Next we have you plus are equals your. You're a really great student. Instead of saying you are, we say your. And so it's you, squeeze out the A and add apostrophe, and then the RE on are makes your. And last one, we plus are equals we're. We are going to work hard today. Instead of we are, we say we're, which is we, squeeze out the A on are and add the apostrophe, and then RE. All right, we've done that together. Now you're going to get to do it on your own. You have a worksheet page today where you're going to do the contractions. Also, oh, and I'm going to show you what that page looks like. Here's the page. This is your word bank here. These are the contractions. And right here they wrote like I plus have. You're going to look for the contraction I plus have. And I know that's I apostrophe VE, so I'm going to write that on the line. Cross it off and you know you've done that one. Then you can go to the next one. We plus are. Oh, we plus are, we just talked about that. I know that's we're. There it is, we apostrophe RE. Write that on the line and cross it off and you'll know you've used it. Okay, the next thing you're going to do today is your journal observation for your lima bean that you planted today in your window. Or I'm sorry, you planted it yesterday. So you're going to record what it looks like on day 2. And then the last thing you're going to do for reading today is you're going to choose either the word sunlight or warmth and write it in a complete sentence. I noticed on some of your writing that came back that kids aren't always starting their sentences with capital letters. Always, always, always start your sentence with a capital letter, please. And nicest, neatest handwriting. We're going to call it super neat. I want to see super neat handwriting this go round. So choose either sunlight or warmth and write it in a complete sentence and draw a picture that shows what that word means. I'm going to read you just a page from the last story we read, The Life Cycle of an Apple Tree, that uses those words. Apple seeds need sunlight, soil, and water and warmth. Then they sprout and grow. One more time. Apple seeds need sunlight, soil, water, and warmth. Then they sprout and grow. So think about, how could I use sunlight and warmth in a sentence? And then at the bottom it says, what can you find inside an apple? I bet you know. Write it in a complete sentence and make sure it starts with a capital letter. If you have a second sentence, make sure it starts with a capital letter. If you have a third sentence, make sure it starts with a capital letter. All right, first graders, you're gonna do awesome. Bye.